Hey everyone, it is Matthew. I hope you're all doing well. I know that you would have received the message from Dave just a couple of days ago in regards to our meeting that is being canceled for tomorrow night. We've got a lot of people out of town, including Dave, who's going to be with Marianne cheering on their daughter who is playing volleyball at the state tournament on the eastern side of the state. So we're definitely excited about that. What I wanted to do is to not miss some opportunities though, and so even though we're not going to be meeting, this will kind of serve as a bit of a launch point for a number of the different things that we're going to be working on over the course of the next 45 days. It's going to include some dates. It's going to include the stuff that we talk about every month with committee, and so any questions that you have, I would encourage you to just reply to the email this came with, and let me know what questions you have, and we'll put those out to the rest of the group. So with that being said, let's go ahead and get started. The first thing that we've been digging into has been camp. We have focused a lot on getting kids the information that they need to know. All of the dates that we have for camp are confirmed. That includes Wildlife, which is our kids going to Creekside Camp in Oregon. Young Life, which is our high school students who will be going to Malibu. And then our Malibu Beyond trip, which will also be up in Malibu, but it's the hiking trip. We have a number of students who are going to be fitting into all three of those camps, and we're looking forward to doing that. This will be also the first year that we take kids who are part of our Capernaum Special Needs Club as well. So the question becomes, how do we get them there? And we will be doing a number of projects like we did last year. But over the course of the next month, we're going to be focusing on selling socks. I mentioned that last week at our meeting. We will also be helping out with making wreaths in Oak Harbor, and on the south end of the island, they are going to be selling Christmas trees as part of a project that we're going to be doing down there. So we've been giving the information out to students, and we're going to be sending information out to parents to help them understand what to expect. Next thing up is campaigners. We've established campaigners with South Whidbey and Oak Harbor. We have both boys and girls meeting with just separate at this point. Those are meeting either on Monday or Tuesday nights, usually in the off week that they would be having club. But we have been pushing for that as something of a priority because we know that kids who are engaged with campaigners will also invite their friends to come to club. So we're looking to engage with them on a deeper level with scripture and their faith. Next thing is contact work. Candidly, our weakest area right now within Whidbey Island Young Life is contact work. We have a few who are doing consistent work reaching out to kids. But at this point, we are spending a pretty good amount of time working with our leaders on getting out consistently, whether that's going to the first basketball game of the year at South Whidbey High School on the 27th, or just taking kids out for coffee, or whatever that may be. We are trying to encourage the kids to get out and do contact work. These are our leaders, so that they are engaging with students, inviting them to campaigners, inviting them to club, where they get the opportunity to engage with Jesus. So that's been a big part of our mission and part of what we've been working on. We will continue to do that and continue to drive that over the course of the next several months. Club, which is the fourth C, we are active on South Whidbey. We have transitioned leadership in Oak Harbor. Right now, Laura Callahan has taken over in Oak Harbor, so I have stepped out of that role and I'm focusing much more on the role of area director. Capernaum is now up and running. We are excited about what Michelle has been doing with her team. They've had 2 clubs, and they are actually meeting on Wednesday nights with an outing that they're going to be doing. Clubs coming up. Actually, we had one on October 29th that was an all-area club. We did that up at a barn at the northern end of the island. We included Skagit Valley, Anacortes, LaConner, Lopez Island. We included the clubs on Whidbey Island, and just had a ton of fun. We had 95 students who came to that. Really, really had a lot of fun with engaging with those students. We will be doing the same thing on December 17th. We're inviting all of those people, as well as the high school age students who are a part of the youth groups on Whidbey Island, inviting them to come up to a club that we'll be having at Oak Harbor High School on December 17th. Next up is really kind of what's upcoming, and when it comes to clubs, we are continuing to do work with North Whidbey Middle School. We have been doing our Middle School Monday program. We are also talking through what it looks like with South Whidbey Wildlife. Right now we've been meeting once a month on the last Friday of the month. We are looking to go back to a plan that will take us back to twice a month starting in January. We have had to just make sure that we've got enough leaders who are trained and are willing to be able to engage with our middle school students. In Oak Harbor, part of what we're looking to do is to have something started either by January or February, where we would have students that are engaging with leaders, and even if we don't have a club, having some outings or something that gets the start of a club going. So we're going to be working through that as a team. Last week you would have seen a message that I sent out kind of regarding our 3 pillars. We've talked about finance, we've talked about leader care, and prayer. So taking all of those bus seats that we had and narrowing those down to just 3 pillars with finance, leader care, and prayer. And in order for us to kind of work through those, we had to put some definitions around what that looks like. So for finance, we have a prospect priority list that we are managing. These are the people within Whidbey Island that we think would be potentials to give to our mission, or give, and that can be their time, it could be finances, could be prayer, but looking specifically around finances. We have a strategic finance plan that we have put together, in which we have a goal every month for what the dollar amount is that we're looking to raise each month, and we have plans in place to be able to help meet those goals. So far up to this point, we are ahead of our plan for this year, which is definitely good news. Fundraising is also a part of that. And if you're interested in joining this team, this could be in any different capacity, but just because your name may not have been attached to any one of these pillars, send us a message. We'd like to be able to join as many people into this as possible. We also have a number of people who are helping out with each of these pillars that are not part of committee. And that's part of what our goal is to be able to engage as many people on the island to help out with seeing the mission move forward as possible. So if your name wasn't there, don't worry about it. We're just looking to try to engage as many people as possible. Prayer, we've got weekly prayer. We've got a list that'll be coming out every Wednesday that comes from our leaders here on the island. We'll send that to a specific team that's going to be praying. If you'd like to join that team, please let us know and we'll get you on that list. Finally, we have leader care. We are looking for adults who will pair up with leaders, looking to connect on their own time, kind of work it around your own schedules. Right now, we are active on South Whidbey. We've got pretty much every leader assigned to somebody in leader care. In Oak Harbor, we're a little bit behind, and we are working on getting that same program implemented on the north end of the island. Again, if you're looking to join the team, you want to help out in this area, please let us know. We'd love to be able to engage you in that way. Next up is just upcoming dates. So we've got club and campaigners all lined out on our calendar. That's what we handed out last month at our committee meeting. We have the All Area Club, which is happening on the 17th of December. Please make sure that you put into your calendar the volunteer dinner, which will be happening at the Vanderpool House, which is on the south end of the island. If you were a part of committee last year, we are going to be meeting at the same place. And this is open to any volunteers who are connected with Whidbey Island Young Life. So again, that's on December 20th. That'll be at 6 p.m. Down at the Vanderpool House. Regional Leadership Day. So on January 26th, we are inviting anybody who is, again, part of the volunteer team with Whidbey Island Young Life to come to a Regional Leadership Day. This is a real opportunity to be able to kind of see and catch the vision that Young Life has both regionally as well as nationally. There is training that is associated and attached with that. And we would love to be able to have you come out and be a part of that. So if that's something that you're interested in, please let us know, and we will make sure that you're on our list. That's what I have. I'm sure there's probably a number of questions that come out of this little presentation. And although we were not going to be able to meet in person this month, felt like it was important that we had the opportunity to get info out. Please take an opportunity, if you do have a question, to reply all to this message so we can see what questions you have, and we can answer them all as a team. Thank you so much for all that you do to make sure that Whidbey Island Young Life happens. We've got a lot of fun stuff that's getting ready for this year. Our staff is up and running, and we are excited to be able to see how God is going to be able to work over the course of the next 10 and a half months. God bless. Have a great day. We'll talk to you soon.